Hello, my name is Ari. Today is April 25th, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of an overview of my health insurance and what I need to gather in order to have my top surgery covered. I'm doing this in hopes that if someone out there has the same insurance as I do or is looking for insurance, they can kind of get an idea of what it needs to be done in order for their surgeries to be covered. I'm mostly going to be talking about this from the perspective of a trans man, but the same applies for trans women. It's just, different hormones and different procedures. I have had the good fortune of having a parent who works for New York City and has health coverage through the city, and as a dependent, therefore I have the same insurance. I'm unsure of where my plan lies in the ranking, but I have the Empire plan, and I know that my hormones are covered, and so is top surgery and bottom surgery. Other plans don't cover as much. I think as a basis, hormone replacement therapy is covered through and through, but other plans depend on what other surgeries are covered. So yeah, if you're looking into this healthcare coverage, the Empire plan will cover basically all surgeries. Let me see here. So first of all, the customer service, from my experience, has been very, very good. The people I talk to over the phone are respectful, helpful, and prepared. It's not like I'm getting passed between person to person in order to find someone who has the right information. They have the information there, prepared and ready to go. I did have to disclose that I am trans. I just said, I called them and I said, "Hello, my name is Ari. I'm looking to find out information about your trans-inclusive healthcare." And just so that they know what you're looking for, and stuff like that. The longest I've had to wait over the phone in order to find out the information is like 5 minutes, so it's really not hard to find out what you need, honestly. But that's just from my experience. Other people could have different experiences. And now on to what you need to get in order to have your insurance covered. So I don't know if everyone knows what a predetermination is, but it's basically something that your surgeon will do in order to gather up all this information and send it off to your insurance agency to find out whether or not your surgery will be approved or denied for coverage. And it's not a very long list, honestly. It's about 6 items. The first 3 items is a documentation of real life test, and that's different from being on testosterone for a year. You need to have a real life test for a year, but you don't necessarily need to be on testosterone for a year. Next, you need a physician statement, which is basically a statement from your doctor, and personally I'm getting it from the doctor who checks my hormones and stuff like that. It's basically a letter saying, they agree that this surgery is right for you. And then you also need a psych evaluation, and this is something that I'm still kind of having trouble with. My therapist and I are really trying to find really trying to find a psychiatrist who knows what kind of tests are entailed in this. So I will have more information on that later. But yeah, you need a complete psych evaluation. It's basically a couple of tests to determine whether or not you are mentally capable of having the surgery. Those 3 are outside sources that you need to gather. The next 3 are things that your surgeon will provide in his or her predetermination. The first is a summary of past procedures and projected procedures in the future, so they can get an idea of what kind of expenses you are planning on taking up, procedure codes, and a verification of location of the surgery. And one of the things is that in order for your surgery to be covered 100%, the hospital must be in the Blue Cross network. If it's not, they will only cover 80% of the surgery after a $1,000 deductible, which 80% is a hell of a lot better than 0%. So, yeah, it's better than nothing, honestly. So if you could find a hospital, or if you could find a surgeon who does surgeries in hospitals that are in network, you will have all the surgery covered. If you can't, it's just 80%. And then the woman I talked to said that the surgeon can determine whether or not they want to charge you the other 20%. So I will have more information on that as I talk to the surgeon I plan on going to. The predetermination is also good for up to 6 months after approval. So if you get it approved, you can get your surgery done within 6 months. And if it happens after 6 months, it's not a hard process in order to get it reapproved. So yeah, I hope this helps in some way. I definitely wish that this information was available for me offhand. And it took me a couple of times to actually understand what it is that I need, but I'm slowly but surely, it's a process. It definitely is a process, but to get 80 to 100% of my surgery covered, it's definitely worth the time that it's taking in order for me to gather all this information. I'll be honest, I kind of expected me to have my consultation already and my surgery date set, but things like the psych eval and things like that are making it take a little longer, and I just have to have patience. So yeah, I hope that helps somebody. I myself am planning on going to Cleveland to have surgery with Dr. Medeli, and one of the reasons is that his office is accustomed to performing predeterminations. I wanted to go to someone who has experience with this, because I have zero, and my therapist has 0% experience with this, so it helps to know that the surgeon you're going to is prepared to handle this stuff. So yeah, that's about it. If anyone has any questions, they can ask me on either my transition blog or my main blog. Just gotta find me. So yeah, hope that helps. Bye.